guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I'm Serein, and today is Makeup Bag Monday, where I test out products for a full week, come back each week to find out how the products performed after using it for a full week with swatches and me applying the product inserts. Last week I prepped you guys to let you know that this week is going to be drugstore week, so I tested out a ton of drugstore products, and then of course I will share with you what I'll be testing out for the upcoming week at the end of this video. Also, this weekend is Generation Beauty LA. I am doing my first ever official meetup at the Note Cosmetics booth. I would love to see you there if you are planning to go to Gen Beauty LA. It's a really fun time. It's one of my favorite beauty conventions. 12 noon to 12:30 will be my meetup at the Note Cosmetics booth, so I would love to see you guys in person and meet you guys and say hi and chat. The first 25 people will actually get a little goodie from Note Cosmetics as well. I asked them if they would do something like that and they agreed. Let's get started on all the products I tested out last week. These are all drugstore and I will let you know what I thought about them. The first product I was playing with is the Milani Prime Light Face Primer. I actually enjoyed this. It's a luminizing primer, so this is perfect if you have normal to dry skin. If you're super oily, you might not need this because it does give a little bit more radiance, a little bit more lifelikeness to your skin. Oil-free, there is dimethicone in it, so if you're sensitive to it, be aware of that. Drugstore primer, I think it is very good quality. I think it works very well with the foundation that I was wearing for the week, which is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Cushion in C3. I'm wearing it today. I enjoyed it a lot. I think both of these made my skin look very natural and flawless, but not overly made up and not cakey whatsoever. Speaking of foundation, this was the foundation that I tested out for the week. I really enjoyed it. Cushion foundation just applies beautifully. It looks like skin. It doesn't look cakey. It's very hydrating. I did use my beauty blender versus this sponge because when I did my Tester Tuesday first impression on this foundation, the sponge works. It's just not my favorite application. I prefer to use a brush or a beauty blender. Coverage is light to medium. You could probably build it up, but I wouldn't buy this if you're looking for a full coverage foundation. I like how it makes my skin look radiant and glowy, so if you don't like that, this is not going to be for you. This is not something that's going to make you look matte. It just looks beautiful and naturally radiant, so I do enjoy this quite a bit, and I'm happy I have it in a shade that matches me better. It's C3 would be the shade I would recommend if you are the same kind of shade range as me. If you guys ever need help shade matching based off of my skin tone or my skin color, you can check out my blog under the frequently asked questions page, and I list a bunch of different brands and products and what I am in those shades. Testing out the Milani Retouch and Erase Lightening Concealer, my initial first impression when I did the video was I love it, and I'm wearing it again today. I do like it, but I like it more if you don't have fine lines under your eyes. If you guys have a lot of fine lines under your eyes, I think you might have trouble with this because it is going to cause a little bit of creasing. It's very pigmented and it's creamy, and that can sometimes lead to more creasing. I also found that it could be a little bit drying if you have dry under eyes. This will work beautifully if you're younger. If you have oily under eyes, I think you would like this more. I personally still prefer my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Dark Circle Concealer for under my eyes if we're talking drugstore. To set my under eye concealer and to brighten up any of the areas I would prefer to brighten up, I've been using the CoverGirl Advanced Radiance Powder, and this is in the shade Creamy Natural. I enjoyed this quite a bit. A really nice job at brightening under my eyes, setting my concealer, and just looking flawless. It didn't look powdery, it doesn't look glittery or anything weird. It's just a nice under eye powder to set your under eye concealer or that triangle area that, you know, we all want a little brighter. I tried out a couple new brow products from the drugstore. The brand is Jordana. This is the Quick Brow Micro Pencil. I think it does a nice job. It's not my favorite brow pencil. I don't think it's going to replace your higher end Anastasia Brow Wiz, but it is very micro and very easy to get those nice little brow strokes. If you're on a budget and you can't afford a like $21 brow pencil, this is going to do the trick. I prefer this more than the NYX Micro Micro Brow. I did not get along with the NYX Micro Brow whatsoever. A lot of people love it. That didn't work for me, so I do like this one more than that. But my favorite drugstore one is still going to be the L'Oreal version. Jordana one is even more affordable, so if you're on a very tight budget, you can definitely get away with this and be happy with it. I also tried out the Jordana Fabubrow Shape and Set Gel and the clear one as well. This is dark brown. I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it. I felt like it did a nice job at combing out my brows and blending out the brow pencil, but I didn't feel like it really set my brow. It wasn't crispy or greasy or crunchy or anything weird, which I hate. It's not great. It's not bad. I just don't really have much of an opinion about it. I feel like if you had bushier brows and needed to have it tamed, this would not be enough for you. But if you are more like me and have finer brows, that it might help you comb out your brow pencil and kind of like blend everything out nicely, but it's not gonna help set your brow either. So it's kind of one of those like, I don't hate it, but I don't really think it's necessary. I tried out the Jane eye primer for the full week and I really love it. I have already mentioned that I love it compared to the Urban Decay and the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. I feel like it's very comparable, but for a lot less. And if you're on a budget, you can definitely get the Jane one and be just as happy. The same texture, the same kind of stickiness to grab on the powder and the eyeshadow. It has the same like slight tint, but really no color whatsoever once you blend it out, and it does have the same longevity as the Urban Decay and the Too Faced versions. I tried out new to me products from Catrice. This is the liquid metal eyeshadow, and I have the shade in 90 Nougat Right and 30 We Are the Champagnes. And I love these. These are really beautiful. I'm wearing We Are Champagne all over the lid, and I did do this kind of all over the lid and blend it into my crease earlier in the week. Both of these are highly pigmented. They're very much metallic shadows, and if you wanted even more, you could use a little MAC Fix Plus or a little setting spray, and you're going to be able to get that really nice color payoff. So highly recommend these and checking them out. They're available at Ulta. I'll have them linked in the description box, as well as all of the products I talk about. I tried out this Physicians Formula Mineral Wear Talc-Free Mineral Airbrushed Pressed Powder with SPF 30. This is a talc-free mineral setting powder because it's translucent, so it's not going to offer any coverage, but it did a really nice job at setting my makeup, especially using the L'Oreal Lumi cushion, mainly what I use this week. I do recommend it, especially if you're looking for a little bit more of a clean product, and it's drugstore. Physicians Formula is usually, like, you can always find it on sale, buy one get one half off, so definitely wait for a sale at CVS or wherever they sell it. I usually get mine at CVS. But I got this one at Ulta this last time. I was using the Milani Contour and Highlight Cream and Liquid Duo. This is a great contour product, especially if you like something a little bit more subtle. I'm wearing it today. Cream contour is easier for me to blend out. It doesn't do as much of a patchy job as some of the other bronzers I have. And the highlight is very subtle. It's not shimmery or glittery. It just looks like you're glowing from within. So I really recommend these because they're affordable and they're really nice. They are new to Milani. If you're interested in any of the Milani products, I did do a what's new at the drugstore Milani Cosmetics video, which I will try to remember to link in the cards or down below in the description box, but if not, it is on my channel. I did it last week for Tester Tuesday. I tested, oh, I forgot one of my lipsticks. It's in my purse. I'll be right back. I tested out these L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Glosses. I really love them. This is the one I was wearing earlier today. I'm sure it's already fallen off. I'm horrible. Like, I'm the world's worst beauty YouTuber because I don't check my makeup before I film. This is so nice though. This is the shade 316 Statement Nude. It's one of my favorites. I've been reaching for this all week. I love how pigmented it is, and even though it's a gloss, it's not glossy, which is probably why it's called a Pro Matte Gloss. It has a really great color payoff. It feels nice and whipped and moussey on the lips. It's not super long lasting. It's not really long lasting at all, but I love the way it feels on my lips. It's really comfortable. I loved this one, and I didn't really get a chance to wear this one because I just wasn't in the mood for a red lip this week, but I will swatch it for you guys so you guys can see it. This shade is 308 and it's Shanghai Scarlet. This has a little bit more of a sheen to it versus the nude one, but still the same formulation. Speaking of lip products, I enjoyed the L'Oreal Infallible paints a lot more than I thought I was going to. This is in the shade 304. At first when I saw this, I was like, oh, this is too glossy. It's going to be a mess all over my face and it's probably going to be sticky. It's not sticky. It's really pigmented and it didn't slip and slide all over my face like I thought it was going to, because the color is really intense. So if it's shiny and intense, I really don't want it to like mess up my makeup and like be all over my face, and I'm notorious for that. I do like it. I think it's very unique and it's a very good lip product, especially for the drugstore. It's drugstore prices, but I really think it's a high-end quality, and same with these Pro Matte glosses from L'Oreal. So definitely check these out if you haven't already. And they don't have any weird scents to it. I appreciate, because I hate when like it's a good product but then they like make it all fruity and weird. The other lipstick I've been loving is from L'Oreal as well, and this is their Color Riche 892 Raisin Rapture. This is the one I would reach for every single day if I wasn't wearing the Pro Matte one. It's a traditional lipstick. It's not ultra matte, it's not super glossy, it's not super sheer, it's still creamy and pigmented. Very comfortable to wear on the lip. I really enjoyed this shade 892 because it is like a barrier version of my lips, and it's not quite a red and not too bold, so still very wearable and easy to use and goes well with most makeup looks. The only thing I don't like about this formulation is that it is very fruity. So when you're applying it, there's like this weird fake fruity scent. However, it does dissipate rather quickly. So once you apply it, it kind of disappears, but I don't like the taste or the scent as I'm applying it. Sticking with lips, Milani has a Keep It Clean Long Wear Lip Color Remover. This works really well. It's an oil base, so it's very hydrating and it removes the color without doing anything stripping or causing your lips to feel chapped. It's a nice product to keep around, especially if you wear a lot of liquid lipsticks, and for me personally, I do a lot of lip swatches, so this is nice to help swatch in between. This is a product that I stopped using because I found out that there is mineral oil in it. I personally try to avoid using mineral oils in lip balms and any skincare. I know it's almost impossible to avoid it completely, but those are kind of where I try to avoid it. And this does have a mineral oil in the lip balm. So this is called the Milani Keep It Smooth Luxe Lip Treatment. Now, if you like using Vaseline or Carmex or chapstick, and that's something that you choose to use, this is a nice version of that. It's a little bit more creamy, it's a little bit more lightweight, but still creamy, if that makes any sense. And there's a nice fresh vanilla scent to it. Was testing out two of the new highlights from Milani, and these are the Strobelight. I have it in 02 and 03. I think I'm wearing 03 today on my cheeks. These are just beautiful, pigmented, it's shiny without being chunky or glittery. It's very smooth, it applies really smooth, and it looks really pretty on the skin. The mascara I pulled out and was using is from Physicians Formula. This is their Sexy Boost Va Va Voom Volume Mascara. Love it. I used to love it, and then I started using a bunch of other mascaras. This is a repurchase of mine, and when I first started using it, I was like, oh, whoa, this is weird because it's that rubber wand that I'm not always a fan of. What I love about this mascara is that it makes your lashes like fluttery and long, and you can build it up for volume. This was a good repurchase, and I'm gonna have to buy some more of the Physicians Formula mascaras because I enjoy them. Organic Wear green one is my favorite though, and this one's really good too. I pulled out two eyeshadow palettes, and I have to be completely honest, I did not get a chance to try out the Jordana powder eyeshadow collection. I just didn't reach for it. I had a lot of product to play with, and my schedule's a little crazy, so I could only really do like one makeup look a day. I will have to revisit this and get back to you, but I will insert the swatches for you guys to look at this and see if you would want to try it out. Eyeshadow palette that I did get a chance to revisit is from Sonia Kashuk, and this is the Eye on Neutrals Matte 02. This is a great purchase whether you are looking for affordable or not. This is a really beautiful set of matte shadows that are equally pigmented and very buttery and easy to use. I feel like it's easy to blend, because sometimes when eyeshadows are too creamy, once you put it there, it's like you have to sit there and blend forever. This is easy to use, and this works perfect in any makeup collection because it has like a crease shade, it has the brow highlights, it has the base shades, you've got a bunch of different browns, and then you've got the black and the gray raise. So any makeup collection, if you need a matte palette, I recommend saving some money and getting this one. If you're looking at drugstore options and this is a little expensive in your budget, I have to be honest, this is really good quality for 20 bucks. And a lot of other palettes out there in the drugstore world is like $16, anywhere between $13 to $16 now. So save your pennies and splurge on this one. That is everything I was testing out last week. So for this upcoming week, I'm not gonna have a huge amount of time, but I did still want to pull out some stuff. So the first thing is going to be a revisit. This is my Milk Makeup Sunshine Skin Tint. I did do a first impression and I did include this in a Makeup Bag Monday a few months ago. Very light, very subtle, but that's what I kind of need for the next week coming up. A new product to me is from Ilia, and this is their Fade Into You Soft Focus Finishing Powder. Everything from Ilia is vegan and cruelty free, which I think is really nice. The packaging is very luxe, and I'm excited to test out this powder, which I forgot to close after I opened it, so it's now completely spilled out. New product I'm so excited to test out is from the Estee Edit, and these are their newest fluid metal eyeshadows. I'm so excited. These got sent to me and I have been dying to test these out because they're like, if you watch their Instagram, they're just so gorgeous. Oh, look at that gold. I am going to be revisiting my Ambient Lighting Edit Surreal Light. This was their holiday set. I just wanted to pull this out again. I was at Ipsy shooting something and I saw this in an ad in the magazine while we were eating lunch, and I was like, I have that. I need to pull that out again. Spent so much money on it, I really need to keep using it. So taking it back into my makeup bag. I have a couple goodies sent in from CoverGirl. You guys know I love their Aqua Foundation and their Spa Cleansing Wipes. So I didn't even know they made these other products. This is their Mineral Cheek Palette, which looks really pretty and soft. They also sent me the Mafanchi Mineral Eyeshadow Palette in 303. I thought these would be nice to go along with the metal creams because there's a couple like taupey shades I can play with. And then there's a contrast powder, which I thought was really cool. I had no idea that CoverGirl made all this. Finally, a new mascara to test out. This is the Long Lush Treatment Mascara, and this has no artificial colors, fragrances, or petroleum-based mineral oils. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you haven't subscribed yet, please remember to subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you know whenever I upload a new video, which is 5 times a week, every Sunday through Thursday. I also have a blog that I try to do 2 to 3 posts every week with content creator tips, fashion tips, beauty tips, like a little bit more in depth, where I list out ingredients and kind of explain to you why I prefer certain things. I also do have a monthly newsletter with exclusive content and giveaways that will go out every month and whenever I have a new announcement. So you can sign up for the newsletter in the description box or visit my blog at sereignwoo.com. All of my social medias are SereinWoo, including this channel. It's now officially youtube.com/SereinWoo. If anything, I hope my video helped motivate and inspire you to look and feel your best from the outside in. I know when I look and feel my best, I am just a lot more capable at dealing with whatever life has to throw at me. And I just hope my video helped you unwind and de-stress from your day. I know that's why I watch YouTube videos, and I hope that my video was able to help you take your mind off of whatever it was you needed to take your mind off of. I get your emails, I get your messages, and it's amazing how strong this community is together and as individuals. So many of you guys have so many things going on in your life, and it humbles me and it makes me appreciate you for taking the time to watch my videos. But I hope I'm able to give back, and just hearing what you guys have gone through in your own personal lives and how you keep going and how you guys maintain your positivity or find yourselves, like, it's so inspiring. And thank you so much for being a part of this family. And I hope I get to see a couple of you guys over at Gen Beauty LA this weekend. If not, I hope to meet you at some point, because you guys truly have changed my life, and I just hope I'm able to help you in some little way, even if it's just helping you take your mind off of a bad day or a stressful day. So until tomorrow, I'll see you guys right back here for Tester Tuesday, and it's going to be a full face using e.l.f. products. It's officially drugstore week, so there's going to be a lot of drugstore content, and I hope to see you guys back here tomorrow. Bye!